Yo, what's good? I want to talk to you guys real quick. All right. So I want to talk about how blessed we are and how lucky we are as black people. You know what I mean? Um, I think a lot of times because of the shit that we've been given, we tend to look at it as a struggle rather than a blessing. Not understanding the progress we've really made. You know what I mean? Now, granted, there's still a lot more progress that needs to be had, but the progress nonetheless is being made. You understand? Like, before even like being born, right? I heard plenty of people. So I think Gary Vee's the last person I heard said it's like when you're to be to be born, the journey of the sperm to the egg, and how many is, you know what I mean? So it's just like you beat those odds, right? Which is fucking ridiculous, right? Mom birthed you, another odds. Beat that, right? Then now you in this world as a black person, right? A black being. Going through the quote unquote struggles of being black in this world, right? In this realm, or whatever you want to call it, right? Not realizing like last night, I think it was last night. I was watching I think it was called Icons Clash, and it was Maya Angelou and Dave Chappelle. And she was talking about when she was talking to Tupac, and I swore she was talking to me, I swear to God. And Dave Chappelle explained it in the beginning, and I get it, but it's like she talks softly, and she just breaks through all of that guards that and walls we put up, you know what I mean, to protect ourselves. Or we think to protect ourselves, but it's really just blocking us from loving and all that. But that's a whole nother video. But she said like some other guy was about to fight, and then she was just like, "Do you know how important you are?" And like, I don't know why I thought she was talking to me, but I was just like, yeah. But then she just kept going, and she was just like, "Did you know that your ancestors like laid at the bottom of slave ships in their own, shit and piss and menstrual cycle and all of that for us to be alive today?" You know what I mean? Like, do you understand like that that they had to like the shit that they really went through for us to be alive to go through the struggle that we going through today? You know what I mean? Do you understand during slavery what our ancestors, the shit? Could you really like imagine all the shit you going through right now, and then compare that to what our ancestors had to go through? Like, do you understand how blessed we are? You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's not to say that the shit we going through ain't shit, and we gotta stop complaining. It means we just also need to realize the progress we made, and not always look at it from a perspective as, oh, it took this much time for that. Nah. And however much time we had, we did this much work, and we're gonna keep it pushing and keep it moving forward. You know what I mean? So it's just like really ask yourself, like, you know what I mean? Like, they killing us. They finding all ways and tactics. They spray chemtrails in the air, the food, the fucking socially, where they make people feel inadequate and motherfuckers want to commit suicides, or whether it be through addiction, through drugs, or ADDs for the boys, and then estrogen, different shit like that, birth control for women. Like, it's so much shit that they set up to, you know what I mean? Even when it comes to living conditions and the environments and then the neighborhoods and then the funding and all of that, they do so much for us not to succeed. They killing us. Police out here killing, like, they do so much for us not to understand and distract us from realizing how important we really are, how blessed we really are to still be fucking here. You know what I mean? And it's just like, and make it better for our children and the next generation. Like, do you understand that our ancestors, what, like, it's like, don't get me wrong, I'm not like, oh, I'm grateful and I'm just gonna sit back and just be like, well, at least, no, that's not it at all. It's understanding and coming at it from a different perspective, you know what I mean? Because I am looking forward to the future, because I'm like, look how much we have done, you know what I mean? The fucking whole world was against, the whole world is still the fuck against us, and we still ain't dead, motherfucker. Like, talking about holocausts and everything. We've been holocausts and genocides for all of history, and we still fucking here because we were the first people here. They can't exterminate us, you know what I mean? So it's just like, that's something to be proud of and to galvanize over, and realize how amazing, important you are, you know what I mean? God didn't give you this history for no reason. He didn't put you a part of this bloodline for no reason, you know what I mean? So it's just like, what are you gonna do to make sure that everybody that looks like you have a better opportunity in their lifetime, you know what I mean? All the people who are still living in this lifetime with you, and the people who you'll never ever get to meet, that'll live 3 lifetimes past you, you know what I mean, after you gone, you know what I mean? So it's just like, what are you gonna do for those people? You know what I mean? Like, just had me thinking about shit like that. And it's like, yo, when you change your perspective, you know what I mean, and you let go. Another thing she said is, yes, you're supposed to be fucking angry, you know what I mean? If you're not angry, then you're a stone, or you're too broken to be even angry. And I feel like that's what a lot of people are. But she was basically saying the key is not to be bitter, because bitter's like a cancer, and it eats at the host the same way that it eats at whatever the hell it is, whatever else it's killing. You know what I mean? So it's just like, we gotta find it in our hearts to remove the bitterness. You know what I mean? Call on our gods or whoever you need to try to remove the bitterness in your heart. Keep that anger. Keep on talking. Keep you. She said you write out the anger. You fight it out. You write. You. She didn't say right, but she said you march it. But that's basically their way of thinking. You know what I mean? So it's just like in their generation. But it's basically what the hell's been happening, really. So it's just like, but I don't want people to look at this shit like all hope is lost. All hope is not lost. You still alive, man. We still alive. And like fucking Captain America said, it's our job to make sure we do something with our lives. So where the fuck they did and killing all I can't even, I don't want to say anybody's name because there's too many names. And it's not just about one person. It's not just about the last person who got shot. It's about all the other people who are going to still get killed. Because this shit's going to still happen. So it's like understanding, what am I going to do with that energy when it does arrive? You know what I mean? And like using that to your, not just for yourself, but for your future, and for your children's future, and for your everybody's future, you know what I mean? So with all that being said, I just want to share that. It's your boy Remy with Cousin That Records. And remember, nigga, the only reason why you still here is because you're important and you still got some shit to do. So as much as this shit it seems crazy, try to bring yourself back into your own world, which would be yourself, focusing on yourself, and then do that work. You know what I mean? Sit with that anger and express it and create, and or do some groundwork that's gonna help systematically change this shit. You know what I mean? Not just for the time or for a short period of time. You know what I mean? That being said, I'm out. Peace.